it's your girl Lynn, and I am back with a new video. This time around, I am going to be giving you my 8 reasons as to why your washing goals are probably not working for you and they're just not popping. You know, washing goals might not be one of the things you love to do, one of the styles you love to do with your hair. And before I hop on into my 8 reasons, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and also a little quick thing, hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button so when I do drop videos you are being notified. So let me hop on into these 8 reasons. Oh goodness, girl throwing up 9. I might throw a little extra one. Just keep watching though. But look, 8 reasons why your washing goals are not popping. So let me tell you this. The first reason why a lot of naturals really despise doing washing goals is simple. Their hair is never thoroughly cleansed once they start their wash and go process. So in order to have a very, I'll say, beautiful, flowy and voluminous wash and go, I really recommend, you know, any natural taking the time out to cleanse their hair thoroughly, no matter if you're using apple cider vinegar and distilled water, if you're using a sulfate free shampoo, sulfate based shampoo, if you're co-washing. Nevertheless, no matter what type of method you are using to cleanse your curls or your hair in general, just make sure you're starting off on a clean slate. Second reason why your washing goals are probably not popping could be a simple little thing you should add into your regimen if you want to try doing more washing goals, and that is bathing your hair with conditioner. Now this tip also comes from Anthony Dickey from the Hair Rule Salon in New York, and he recommends every natural who wants to achieve a beautiful washing goal to bathe the hair in conditioner. Once I heard him say that, I was just like, oh yes, the perfect words, bathe the hair in conditioner. So basically, whenever you are just conditioning your hair, because that is how you would love and would want to start your washing goals, and you're underneath a lot of lukewarm water, whether you are in a shower or just running your hair underwater in a sink, take the conditioner and saturate it through the hair, massage it through the hair. Now 9 times out of 10, a lot of naturals love to pack the scalp with conditioner. With a wash and go, I really don't recommend that, because you never know how your week is going to go, and you really sometimes are just grabbing a really cheapy conditioner and you're just packing it on, and sometimes, I mean, we get a little bit too crazy with the conditioner. So I really recommend not packing the conditioner onto the scalp, because that causes a lot of unnecessary buildup, and just take it and just focus it on the shaft of the hair, so mainly the length of the hair. Take your fingers and go on through, finger to tangle, get all the knots, tangles, shed hair out. Fingers, you can feel everything. Now another thing that a lot of naturals love to do is use the Denman brush. Now if you're someone who is very weary of that while detangling your hair with conditioner before styling, I recommend you stay away from it until you really know what you're doing, because for me, the Denman did more harm than good, and it started ripping, you know, some of my hair out, no matter how gentle I was with it. And I didn't really like the way the Denman with conditioner made my curls look. Like, my curls didn't look how they look now, you know, in their natural form. So remember to bathe the hair with conditioner, not the scalp with conditioner, before starting your wash and go. The third reason your washing goals probably aren't popping is because those ends, you have to get those ends trimmed, or just get a really good dusting. Now trims and dusting are 2 different things. I don't care who says, oh, dusting and trimming is the same. Child, I don't believe so, because dusting could be to where you just twisting your hair and just dusting the little ends and you can get them cut. But you cannot prevent fairy knots with type 4 hair at all. Like those fairy knots are going to always be there. That's just something that we as wash and go girls and guys have to just, you know, feel like it's a part of us. You know, like those fairy knots, they are a part of us. And the only way you can minimize them, because that's all you can really do, minimize them, is by dusting or getting trims every so often. As often as you would like and as often as your hair needs it. Now the next reason why your wash and goes, reason 4 why your wash and goes are probably not popping or working for you. You're using too much product. Now I know as naturals we love to go in with conditioner. I mean, who doesn't like to glob it all on? We're not talking about conditioner, we're talking about styling products. If you are using too much gel on your hair, you will never be able to get the opportunity to say that wash and goes are helping your hair to thrive, because you're packing on so much product and your hair is not drying, especially at the rates you know it could be dry. Because even if you have low porosity hair, I feel like it should not take you like 4 days, 3 to 4 days to dry your hair if you are, you know, not packing on so much product. So take your time with the product that you use on your hair. Less product is more. Use more spray, use more water directly from your spray bottle, or if you're doing your wash and go in the shower, use more water, less product, and let the water actually saturate into the product so you can be able to get that product going through the curls. Because the more product you put on, the more buildup, the more weighed down your hair is going to be, no matter if you're using the cream, gel, or butter. And honestly, you are not going to be able to actually get that good mid-week cleanse with a good co-wash during the week. Just being honest, because you're packing on a lot of products, so your curls are not going to thrive, and you don't want to have all that fallout all on your black or white shirt, no matter if you're going to work, wherever you're going. But yeah, don't use too much product, my friend. Lay low off of it. The 5th reason why your wash and goes are not popping is because of your technique. Now technique can really take your wash and goes from average to savage. And when I say savage, you're gonna have a really bomb wash and go, to where you're going to already know that if you're gonna use a gel, a cream, a butter, a foam, a mousse, whatever you're going to use on your hair to get you really great results, you're going to already know how to apply it. So you would have a technique to how you're going to apply your gels, your butters, your cream, whatever. You know, you're going to have that technique. How do you discover the technique? They have the praying hands technique. They have the shingling technique. They have the clumping technique. They have the scrunching technique. They have the t-shirt technique. Y'all, there are so many ways to define your curls and to just really take that time out to get each curl, I'll say, I can't say perfect, but every curl and ringlet, coil, or even if you have a very soft cottony texture such as 4C, you'll be able to just transform your hair into a very moisturized and fluffy wash and go. So it's all about the technique. You will have to find a technique that works for you. I cannot sit on here and tell y'all, look, do the praying hands method or just shingle the product through, because what works for me 9 times out of 10 won't work for you. So I'm just keeping it honest with you. Discover a technique by doing your own research and by actually taking the time out of your day. You know, get a good weekend, you know, good Saturday or Sunday, whenever you off, have a good off day, and take a couple of minutes to try to just assess your curls. Look at them. If you don't have curls, just look at your hair in general. Take the time out to research on different methods that may work for you and try them. It's not like you're braiding or twisting hair, because honestly, I can't braid or twist. I can't braid hair to save my life. So I'm just gonna let y'all know, you know, do a little technique working, you know, tweak that technique, get a good technique down, and let's see if that wash and go comes out popping. The 6th reason I want to give y'all is the styling products. Once you understand more about your hair texture, your hair's porosity, and just the whole aesthetic of your head of hair, you would know for a fact that if you went to Sally's and you had to stand in Sally's and you was like, dude, someone gave you a $80, $50 gift card, what 3 products could you buy on a $50 budget that are going to work for you? And if you could look at products and assess products for what they are and know for a fact, well, the first 5 ingredients, I don't know, they may work, they may not, they may give me good curl definition, but I live in a humid climate, so will I have to not use a glycerin based product? I feel like so many of us as naturals, especially if you do wash and goes, we stray away from a lot of glycerin based products, and I have found that I started to incorporate products that did have glycerin in them for my wash and goes because I do live in the South, and my hair started to really thrive with some of those glycerin based products within the first 5 ingredients, because I feel like once you really assess your hair, your curls, your texture, your porosity, buying products, especially for wash and goes, sometimes you could get away with using the same products that you would use for a twist out. Now, am I saying to apply shea butter all over your hair for a wash and go? No. Take your time out, find great products, research, and take the time to understand your head of hair and not nobody else's. You know, you could be an expert on someone else's hair and don't really know much about yours. So take the time out to learn what is going to work for you, and do the products that you have, or do the products that you currently have in your natural hair stash are versatile enough to be used for a wash and go, and don't use too much of it. So don't overdo it. Under 3 products for a wash and go. 7th reason is that your expectations are not realistic. When I say that, I really mean it from a deep place, because here on YouTube, a lot of us, we watch so many other natural hair YouTubers who have such beautiful curls, beautiful waves, beautiful kinks, beautiful coils, and we really feel like we identify with them on a really deep level when it comes to hair. Some of us feel like we have that curl friend, that curl friend who we can, you know, if they tell me it's gonna work, it's gonna work. And the whole time, you know, you're thinking about, well, the product is going to actually work for me like it worked for her or him. And once you get home and you know, you done bought the products, put the products on your hair, you're just like, well, it don't feel like her hair. It doesn't feel how she said it felt, because y'all have probably a whole different type of porosity, a whole different type of hair texture, a whole different hair, a whole different head of versatile and beautiful curls and kinks and coils, whatever the case may be. So what I want to say is to keep your ideal thought in your head of your wash and goes, not the image of another natural. Be honest with yourself and don't overthink the wash and go. Just accept it for what it is. If you use a cream on your hair, don't expect perfect curls, because creams are only going to do so much. Gels are really going to capture the curl more than creams, because gels are actually going to hit that shaft of that hair, hit the hair strands, and actually take the form of it better than a cream. So it's a whole lot of science all into that. Not about to try to stretch all of that into it, but I'm just going to let y'all know, keep your just thought about your ideal wash and go in your mind as your very own. So own your hair, own your vision, accept it, love it, and embrace it. That's the best way to love your kinks and your curls, no matter if you have a cream, butter, gel, mousse, foam, whatever the case may be on your curls. Now the 8th reason, well, we made it this far, y'all. The 8th reason why your wash and goes are probably not popping is because you're over manipulating your hair. Now, a lot of naturals over manipulate their hair by going back into their hair after they done completely styled their hair and feel like, well, I need to apply more product. Let it be. As the days go on, especially if you can last without keeping your hands to your head for the first day and a half, you know, and messing with those curls. Let your curls do their own thing. Let your kinks do their own thing. Let your coils do their own thing. Leave it alone. Let your hair be how it needs to be. And if you're doing a wash and go, you don't have to constantly feel like you have to comb and comb and comb and brush. Take some time out to just use your fingers sometimes when you're doing a wash and go. I feel like, you know, the fingers do get neglected, and sometimes people be feeling like, well, my curls don't look how they're supposed to look. Or some of us start thinking that we have you know, damaged curls and all that, and it's like, what are the styling products you're using to achieve your curls? What are you using to, you know, just detangle your hair with? And 9 times out of 10, a lot of girls and guys are just over manipulating the hair by using a lot of brushes and a lot of combs. Take your time out to just realize that your technique and your manipulation with the hair makes a huge difference with the turnout. So you can have a bad turnout, you can have a good turnout, you can have a, oh, well, maybe I should have just not used my fingers and used the brush turnout. So it's different. It varies from natural to natural. So that is it. Those are my 8 tips. I hope you found this entire video and all of these tips very, very helpful. If I did help you, let me know. Let's talk in the comment box below this video. And I want to thank you so much for staying this long. Like, I really appreciate you. I really do, friend. So I'm signing on out of here. Please check that description box because it is loaded with a whole lot of information, like from top to bottom. Okay, so I'm out of here. Thank you again for watching, and if you want to get the deets on this wash and go, it's linked in the cards up above and after this. So bye.